Hello everyone, this is BRM400. Here we visit the town of Parit, situated beside the Perak River, which is within the state of Perak. It's still very early in the morning and streets are empty, save for the 200 plus randonneurs crazy enough to ride 400 kilometers within 24 hours. So a long queue has already formed as the riders are waiting their turn to register. Well, fortunately, Audax Malaysia has switched over to an electronic registration system. So what used to be a crazy frenzy of filling in forms and searching for your name in a list has now been replaced by a simple QR code scan. So the scan at the beginning of the ride already registers the rider's details. And I believe at the end there's a second scan which automatically records your completion time. So that makes life so much easier for everyone. Nice of a clock tower here to unofficially officiate the start of the ride. We are just hanging around the tower, waiting for the ride, which is going to start very soon. It starts at 6 AM this time, so cutoff time for this ride will be 9 AM by tomorrow morning. And yep, the clock actually rings and the ride has officially begun. So the start of this ride isn't really the easiest of starts, but it's not that tough also. A bit of a middle ground, I would say. Not too dark, roads are a bit on the rolling side, though not too steep. With a bit of strategy, you can maintain some good speed going up and down these little crests. Lee Yiseng is here again today and also riding with Hope strapped on his back. There's a nice pre-dawn sky up ahead, pleasant empty roads, cool morning weather and all that. We are firmly outside of town now, so more trees and estates than concrete buildings and all that kind of stuff. A nice looking bridge. This is the Sultan Iskandar Bridge, constructed in 1932, one of the four major bridges in Kuala Kangsar, 308 meters long, crosses the Perak River. Nice looking construction. I'm sure it's a pretty photogenic tourist site. But we're here to cycle today, not to tour, so... Well, anyways, not heavily trafficked since it's early morning. And it's always the best time for a good video while everyone's still in high spirits and there's not much traffic to worry about. So still a long way to go. Never a bad idea to sit up and stretch a bit. Avoid sore muscles and other fit issues that might come up further down the road. Another bridge, Raja Muda Nazrin Bridge. Not much info on it to pull up. It's a lake bridge apparently. Crosses Lake Raban near Lenggong. So Saturday morning in the town of Linggong, it's quite packed. You can see everybody is kind of busy going about their usual daily business. Breakfast, marketing, going to work, at least for those guys, for those people who work on Saturdays, all that stuff. And here's the checkpoint. It's a little convenience spot in front of a closed shop lot, right beside a restaurant if you want food. Well, not that it mattered for my group anyway, because we ended up going up a little bit further for some wonton mee for breakfast. Still, it was pretty fast pace around. We did nearly 90 kilometers in 3 hours and 17 minutes. And the going is going to get tougher from here on. We've been on this road heading to the town of Greek before actually. This was in last year's BRM400 in May. So plenty of rolling roads under a hot sun. Though I'm pretty sure it is hotter this time around. This section of the road has got to be the toughest part of the ride. Blazing hot sun, along with a climb that has like almost no shade or shelter at all, It's not really that hard to climb though. It's like somewhere in middle ground between Genting Perez and Genting Sempah in terms of the length and the difficulty. Just the heat really makes things a lot more difficult. So it's about 21 kilometers of climbing, 1.3% average grade, around 9.4% maximum grade, 470 meters at its tallest peak. It's Jalan Baling Gerik. That's the name of the road basically. Although the funny thing is the road doesn't actually lead directly into Baling. It goes into Kupang, which is slightly west of Baling. Nice long descent after all that climbing. Not really getting impressive speeds this way though. So I'm not even sure if I even touched 60 kilometers an hour on this stretch. Road conditions aren't that great though, which kind of makes this descent a bit dangerous if you're not that experienced. So finally we reached the second checkpoint. Funny thing though, the small restaurant in front was actually supposed to be the checkpoint, but the guy in charge of doing the stamping, I guess he forgot to mention it to the restaurant or something, I don't know. Anyway, we found out that the petrol station and the restaurant are in fact under the same management. So the people in the petrol station actually helped us stamp our brevet cards. Anyway, there's that. So back to the road. Cows, lots of cows. You notice a sudden transition from hot sun to not so hot evening sun. Yeah, we did a little time skip there. Basically, we decided, screw this heat. We'll have an early dinner, short nap, sit out this blazing hot weather and just go back out later in the evening when it's not so hot. So I think we spent like around 1.5 hours or so anyway. So we only got back out after about 6:30 PM. So quite a bit of lost time there, but I think it was worth it though, just to get out of that heat. So getting dark. As usual, night riding it's basically unavoidable once you get into the 400 kilometer rides or longer. So I tried looking up the name of this temple, came up with a Chinese name on Google Maps near the town of Serdang, but oh well. Finally, third checkpoint at Bandar Baharu or Bandar Baru, Kedah. Funny though, I thought it was supposed to be in Parit Bunta. Although now that I look at it in Google Maps, it's actually right across the bordering edge of Parit Bunta. But it'll be a funny thing though, because since our starting and end point is also a town called Parit, Parit Bunta. Alright, so there's going to be a huge time skip from here until morning, since there's really not much to film in the dead of night. But this is mostly just a long straight road all the way towards Taiping, and then after Taiping another long stretch, windy and rough roads going back to Parit, and crossing over Perak River again in the morning. So after this is just going to be a short distance back to the finishing point. And there's the clock tower over at the very right edge of the video if you miss it. So this marks the end of the ride. Yeah, what a crazy ride this was. If not for the heat, it would actually have been a perfectly enjoyable BRM400. Well, as enjoyable as any ultra long distance cycling event can be enjoyable. You get the idea. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. So please leave a like and subscribe to help support this channel, and see you in the next video. Bye!